They're like, Lance, how do you benefit from a referral that doesn't even benefit your business directly? It's because, you know what? Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and I wanted to share with you one of the text conversations that I had with somebody that I met at a speed networking event, and it was actually one of the creators of this event. And I wanted to just show you how another person in doTERRA actually wanted to give me referrals. And I'm going to explain exactly how that is, because you may be wondering, like, well, isn't that a conflict of interest, Lance? But I'm going to share this with you, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up her text message. So after we had this speed networking event, I like to send a little text message that goes a little something like this. It says, hey, how are you? It was nice meeting you yesterday at the speed networking event. Feel free to save my contact info and connect with me on YouTube below. And says, talk to you soon, Lance McGowan. And so I just have a little bit.ly link that connects to my main homepage of YouTube, so folks can kind of get to know me before they get to know me. And I like to do that, and some folks click, some folks don't. And for those that do, they get that extra value and can kind of get to know me a little bit more. All right, and then I follow up usually the next day or two and say, hey, it's Lance from the speed networking event. Would you be open to setting up a 20-minute call in the next couple weeks to learn more about what you do and to see if there's a good fit for what we both offer? So at that speed networking event, I found out that she was, already had a wholesale account with doTERRA. And at that point, I'm kind of like, well, is there a fit for something else that we both offer? Or maybe, hey, maybe there could be a referral opportunity, because it's important to be able to understand, like, hey, maybe there's a fit for something else that we each offer that's outside of the essential oils. Or maybe we could partner together on something else. All right, so she said, I'd love to do that, Lance. Do you want to meet up for a cup of coffee or whatever? LOL. I can do it Tuesday or Wednesday if that works for you. I then said, that works too. What part of town are you in? A day or so passed, and then she said, I'm sorry, I think I got food poisoning. Feeling a little better now, but how about going back to doing it on the phone sometime tomorrow? I said, sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon. Does 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. on Wednesday work for you? And so for me, it's so important to try to work with people and be like, hey, oops, I'm sorry that happened, but let's see if we can work something out still. And that just shows that, hey, I still want to connect. And that was a good sign that she was able to follow up and also provide that information. I always say that when people give like a counter schedule or like say that, hey, let's talk at this date, that's a good sign. That means they're definitely interested in at least chatting or, just seeing where things can go from there. And then she said, either one is fine with me. Which do you prefer? And then I said, sounds good, 4 p.m. today works for me. And then she said, great. And then she called me. And then I was actually at another meeting. And so I actually I don't know if I double booked, but anyways, I didn't hold my end of the bargain. So I said, hello, sorry, I just got out of a meeting late. Did you want to reschedule? So it's important, again, for me to basically own my mistake, but also let her know, hey, let's still connect. She says, we can talk now if you're free. I said, that works too. And so we had a conversation, and I just wanted to share a little bit about how that went, because I left that conversation feeling really great about what happened. And I learned that she's already has a doTERRA wholesale membership, but she's not doing the business. Although if somebody, wants oils from her, she'll, offer them here or there. But mainly she has a coaching business. She's in another network marketing business that focuses on like CBD oil, and basically it's called HempWorks. And I learned about that, so that was kind of interesting. They're a newer network marketing company. She also shared that she used to own a number of years back a successful kind of franchise with health clinics offering alternative healthcare solutions. And it did really well for a long time. And then the recession hit, and she basically lost everything. And that franchise had like over 100 locations. As a company, she didn't have that many, but she had a few in California area. But basically she lost all of her retirement savings. She lost it all. And that was kind of like, and she's right now in her 70s. And so she was like, hey, like I need to do something that's maybe going to provide me with residual income, something that still allows me to have a flexible schedule. And so she's done a lot of stuff in her past. She has like kind of like a holistic practice, and she focuses on like hypnosis and some other alternative practices to help people with all types of things, like with weight loss and stuff. So it was kind of cool to learn about her coaching style business and basically the network marketing business with HempWorks that she's trying to grow as well. And what was really interesting is that after we got to know each other, she kind of learned more about me, why I do what I do, because it's not just what you do, but it should be about why you do it, right? Like what makes you want to wake up every morning and do what you do, and also maybe not want to go to sleep at night because you just, you want to keep working maybe. So yeah, we talked some more, and she actually, this was the interesting thing, she said, I want to give you referrals for your doTERRA business, because she said that she's not really doing it. And that was kind of like the first time I had heard that, and I was just like, that's cool, like I appreciate that. Because she knew, like, and trusted me enough. And what I realized that whether she does or not, it's all about building relationships with folks. And the next time I go to the speed networking event, if I see her, great. If I don't, hey, I'll connect with others. But it's so awesome to be able to figure out, and this is my point, and I've done other videos on this, but what do you each do? Why do you do it? What do you offer? And is there a fit for something? Like, maybe it's the oils, maybe it's not, maybe it's coaching, maybe it's not, maybe it's a book that you have, maybe it's not, maybe it's just a referral to something else. You know, a plumber, electrician, a roofer, maybe a homeopath, a naturopath, a chiropractor that you can give a referral for that doesn't benefit you monetarily. And I've even talked to some people on the phone, and they're like, but Lance, how do you benefit from a referral that doesn't even benefit your business directly? It's because, you know what? I want to be known for somebody that provides solutions regardless if I benefit monetarily. It's all about building relationships and helping people with what they need. And if they have a need for what I offer, hey, at least they know what I offer. And if there's a need in the future, hopefully I'm top of mind enough because we see each other at networking events, or they maybe see me on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and maybe, you know, I pop up in their conversations with other people locally, or maybe, you know, out of state or internationally, whatever it is. And that's really where the heart of it is. It's like, yeah, that's part of business. A successful business is not only able to get clients, not only keep clients and maybe get repeat purchases, but also get those referrals. And those referrals are an extension of that person's reputation. So every time they get that referral, they're basically saying, hey, you know, Lance is a cool dude, he'll help you out, you're in good hands. And my reputation is at stake to make sure that that happens. So I'm only going to say, hey, that's cool if I really believe that. Now, there's been some referrals that have been given to me that weren't the best. There's been some that have been really great, and there's been everything in between. But I realized that, you know, that person giving the referral is not ultimately in control of the outcome, right? But what they can do is get the ball rolling and keep the conversation started, and at least point somebody, myself or somebody else, in the right direction. And that was really cool. And that also goes to show that you can work with people on different teams, different companies. There doesn't always have to be, you know, this, you know, us versus them mentality. Really, you should have an abundance mentality where it's like, hey, 325 million plus people in the US, 7+ billion people in the world. There's lots of people who are, you know, waiting for whatever you have to offer. They just are maybe missing the connection of where we are. You know, there's a lot of, you know, they say 7 degrees of separation or 6 degrees of separation, or maybe there's only a couple degrees of separation, and it's so important to be able to, like, get those connections to maybe make that happen. So moral of the story is, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know what kind of connection you'll get out of just getting to know somebody over the phone or maybe even in person. And it's always important to let them know what you're looking for. You know, try to seek understanding for what they're looking for, and see if the needs and goals fit in such a way where you can either add value with your product or service yourself, or give that referral. And if you feel comfortable with that referral, that's great. And maybe that happens over time once you know, like, and trust them and really build that relationship up. But those are a couple things you definitely want to think about whenever you're in a similar situation, either networking, or if somebody approaches you with a soft sell, hard sell, or maybe just a get to know you type of conversation over the phone or over coffee or tea or wherever you like to meet. Otherwise, hey, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. Make sure to hit subscribe for future video updates, and check out some of the links in the description below so you can continue to get your learn on.